G'day gamers, Gob here, welcome back to TryCraft. Now, we're currently at spawn in the spawn pyramid, and the other TryCrafters are starting to get a little bit annoyed with me. Yes, they are, and the reason they're getting annoyed is because somewhat a while ago I promised to put an item sorter on the TryOn to get rid of all those pesky poppies, and I haven't done it yet. And let's face it, I have been more tied up doing other things and also with holidays, so it's fine time that I get to work. Now you can see over behind me are the patron halls. The icy looking one is Mama's, the redstone looking one is Scouse's, and the empty space there, that will be mine, and that will be the subject of a future video. But let's get to work on fixing the TryOn. First things first, I need to move all this stuff, so I'll do some of the clearing out of the area and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cleared out a little bit of area. Mama and Scousey will probably be somewhat upset with me ripping up the floor, but I've put all the stuff in the box. Don't worry guys, it's going to be there for later. What I'm going to do now is just burrow down. My plan is going to be to put a sorting system underneath here and hide these chests underneath the TryOn. Now ultimately my plan is to then turn the TryOn into some looking nice looking sort of statue thing, so it's not a glass looking eyesore in the middle of the pyramid. So what I'll do now is just dig down and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so that should give me plenty of space to work out something underneath. I've probably gone a little bit overkill, but I can always clean it up and even it out once I've worked out exactly how much space I need. And I'm doing it to the lovely sound of golems burning up. Okay, I'll do a little bit more work and I'll get back. Okay, so what I've decided to do is just bring down the hopper chain down here a bit so I've got some space to work with. But to do that, I don't think I need all these hoppers. Like, currently there's 2 going into each. I think that one there. Okay, that one that I just took out from there needs to have one pointing into that. So now everything will go into that hopper and either into that chest or down, and that's what we want to do. So what we want now is just some temporary blocks. I'll just go and steal them from here. And I'm just going to bring it down. Bring it down from here. Yeah. That one there. Okay, so some temporary blocks, and we'll just bring down the hopper chain. Right, what we might do now is I'll probably end up moving all of the chests that we've currently got up the top. So I might actually rearrange all these hoppers to face down into this one here. And this is where our sorting system can start. It's going to make it a bit like a ring, and we'll have a lot more chests now just for iron. But first things first, we need to take out the poppies. And I'll be right back. So I've placed down the chests, and what I've got to do now is the redstone and hopper pathway to get the goodies from up here, where our golems are currently dying, and into these chests. The plan will be to put the poppies into these ones, and the iron into these ones. So I'll just get a structure started, and I'll be right back. I think I'm ready to give it a go. So what I've got is a system where I'll get over here so you can see it a bit better. The goodies come down here. I'll put another hopper in here at the moment. At the moment I just want it to all accumulate there. I'll put a hopper in here so it starts flowing along this pathway. Now when it gets to this hopper, it has a choice. It can either go down or it can go across. Going down, and I'll put some items in this hopper here to be my filter, and this will be what filters out the poppies. And if it's a poppy, it'll go down this pathway and down there, and if it's not a poppy, it'll continue on. Okay, so I've got a redstone torch here, and that currently is locking that hopper, so nothing will go through this hopper here. Well, that one's got that redstone torch there. Okay, so what we want to do is be able to turn that off so we can let things through. To do that, I need to be able to get a signal from that that hopper there. Oh, sorry, this hopper here. And to do that, we need a comparator. So we get a comparator there, which will be pulling a signal from that. That signal's going to go along this dust trail, power this block, which will power that redstone repeater, which will turn off that redstone torch, which will release that hopper, which will allow things to flow through. Okay, so what we need to do now is set up the filter. Now we want it to be poppies. Okay, so I'll put a poppy in there, and I'll put an item in each and every other slot here, which will won't allow anything else to come into this hopper. At the moment, the only things that can come into the hopper is netherrack and poppies. Okay, and since this iron farm is only producing iron and poppies, the iron will go off in another direction. Okay, but this is how many it will hold. Okay, at this moment, 18 poppies and 4 netherrack doesn't produce a big enough signal to go around and release that. Okay, but watch what happens if I put, I'm just going to get a couple more poppies here. Okay, look what happens if I put poppies here. Okay, they're going into here, but that's allowing enough signal. So see, our redstone torch is off at the moment because we're letting our poppies flow through. And our poppies should be collecting down here. And when it's finished, our redstone torch comes back on, and we're done. Now hopefully we won't have had any poppies come through here. Huh. And we did. Oh joy. Oh, wasn't good. What we'll do is I'll just put this there to start the system. Okay, so we should have all our iron flowing through here. And all our poppies should come through here. Okay, so we get the iron started. Let's dump a few things into the filter and just see if it's working okay. So we'll put that and that. Okay, so we shouldn't see any iron going through there. Now got our poppies coming through. Our poppies are increasing there. And our iron's going through there. Right, well I think that's now working. All I need to do now is get these poppies out of here where they were temporarily hidden. Put them in here. And that's that done. Now, what we need to do is, I haven't finished the hoppers. Okay, so it all flows along here. We need a hopper to go in there. Going to fill in these blanks. Want a hopper to go there because this is where it all finishes. And there we go. That hopper flows there. Yep, that's it. That should be the finished product. And that, hopefully, is our sorting system done. All I got to do now is pretty it up. I think sandstone is in keeping with the theme. We'll just close all this in. No one likes spare spaces. And we might have to expand this area a little bit and work out a way of getting down here. I'll just go and collect some more resources and I'll be right back. So I've started neatening up a little bit. I've put the bit of the floor back in. I've enclosed around the redstone and hoppers. I need to find something to put up there because you can't do, unfortunately, stairs with sandstone. I will need to widen this area because it's a little bit claustrophobic at the moment, and I might find something else to pretty this up because it's a bit bland, and I'll do the floors. And I've now done the outside shape of the walls to give us a bit of uniformity to the feel. It's still getting a bit of texture to come. And I'll keep on working. I might now do the roof. Now, how shall we come down here? We're going to need steps of some form, aren't we? I don't want to use wood. Can't use iron. Quartz would be nice. Will Mama be upset if I use some of her quartz? Oh, sandstone stairs. I'll do those. Didn't know you could do that. There you go, I've learnt something new every day. Sandstone stairs. Well, those sandstone stairs are going to go and come in very handy for here. Actually, I wish I could do it the other way around, but I won't go. I'll get there. Does that look okay? I think that looks fine. And And last one is here. Right, so we're going to want some stairs to come down here. I don't think Mama's going to really want me to dig out too much in that direction. So maybe I'll do 2 wings of stairs to come down here on either side. Yeah, I reckon that would look good. So let's see how that's going to look. So, whoops! Ow! That would have hurt. Okay, I think that should be 3 wide. So let's do that. I'm going to need some other supplies. And okay, so it's going to go down 1 there, 1 and there. Get rid of you. 1 and there, 1 and there, 1 and there, 1 and there. So our steps will go oops, I did it 1 too many. Let's fix that. Now I hope everyone had a good New Year's. If you haven't already done so, go and check out the other TryCrafters New Year's special. And all 3 of us have now got Patreon accounts. So if you like our channels and you want to help us out and give us a little bit of a incentive to keep on producing videos and who knows, maybe one day give up our day jobs, then pop over to our Patreon channels and I'll put the link in the description below. And you too can become one of our patrons and get your shout out in the episodes and get a statue in the patron hall. Oops, a daisy. Right, so that's that stairway done, and we'll do one on the other side. I'll do that and I'll be right back. And there you go. Second set of steps complete. Now while we're on the topic of patrons, I'd just like to say a very big thank you to my first 2 patrons. First being Naru from the Avatopia server, where Mama and Scouse and myself are both, all 3 of us come from, and Tylee37. So g'day Naru and g'day Tylee, welcome to Gob's crew, and I will be putting your statues over in my patron hall when I get around to building it, which hopefully won't be too much later. But now we have a sorting system for the iron farm to finish. Now that's been running for a while. Let's see that it actually has worked. Yep, there's all our poppies. Please don't let there be poppies in here. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. Now, ultimately, these chests will all fill up. A bit of redstone, I'll take that. And that's all the iron that I had hidden away from earlier. Looking good. Right, so what I'll do now is I need to look at how I'm going to do the floor in here. Should I continue Mama's floor pattern, or should I do something different? Do you know what? I'm going to do it in iron, because we have got so much iron that it is ridiculous. So I will do it in iron. I've got all the iron hidden away. there's a fair bit. I might just get rid of this quartz pillars, the glowstone. I don't want that. I'll put them in there. Not going to carry that. And we'll take this iron. And we might even put a crafting bench down there for us to use. And I can now conveniently get down here this way. And we will embed a crafting bench just here for our use. Right, so block of irons. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm using the recipe book. And we will dig up this floor. I might just... Oh, that's a dark place. Oh no. That's just... I might just see what this looks like. What do you reckon? I reckon that doesn't look too shabby. Right, I'll continue the floor in this and I'll be back shortly. And the floor's now finished. A bit excessive looking, isn't it? But we have so much iron, it's not funny. Oh, I forgot to do down here. Hang on. Can't have an untrimmed bit. There we go. So, now I just need to close off the floor, put a bit of decoration in, and we'll be done. Don't want that there. Now what you're seeing hidden away just here was a little hidey hole that Scousey and I had when we were first building the TryOn, when it was an open country without the pyramid over top. But that's now long gone and redundant. Okay, so I need to put a floor down, protect ourselves when we're going down the steps, and it should be looking pretty snazzy. I better finish this off for Mama. Okay, I'll do a little bit more work and I shall come back. Not too bad at all. But I'm not overly happy with this sandy look. That one's out of place. You can go away. Okay, so what I need to do is fill out this roof here. I'll do that and I'll be right back. Now I'm a bit excited. I was just out collecting some sandstone, and on my way back to the pyramid I heard a llama. And I heard a wandering trader, and I went and had a look at his trades, had a bit of a squiz, and he is selling tropical fish, which is great for me considering I want to put an aquarium in as my patron hall. That saves me a little bit of time, so I've now got myself some fish to put in my aquarium, and I don't have to worry about going and collecting it. Happy days. I'll just go put them in my chest for my supplies to build trading hall, patron hall. Is that all nice and secure? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not too bad. And I'll get back to doing the floor of the iron farm. Let's grab some more of this. Whack my emeralds back in my ender chest. And let's keep going. I'll be back shortly. I've now filled in the floor and evened out the interior and the roof, apart from an errant piece of sandstone there. I'm not overly fussed by the sandstone walls, I must admit. I'm kind of inclined to think maybe I should do some iron in here as well. What I'm going to do is put in some lighting, and I'm going to put in maybe a few decorations, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so what I've done is I've had a little bit of coal, I've made some torches, I've turned some of my blocks of iron into iron ingots, which I've then turned into iron nuggets, and now I'm going to make some lanterns. And to make a lantern, you put a torch in the center, surround it by iron nuggets, and you've got yourself a very pretty little lantern. Hello, Mr. Llama. Now, because we have so much iron, what I'm going to do is I think I shall use some iron bars as decorations. I don't need 22 times 16, thank you very much. But that might be useful. And I'll go down and do a little bit more decorating. Just dump some stuff that I don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. Certainly don't need that. And I might just turn that sand into sandstone. Right. Now I wonder how iron is going to look along here. So let's put some iron down, because we are living in a world of lots of iron. Do you know what? I kind of like that. What if I should alternate with iron and sandstone? Let's have a look and see how it comes out. Okay, so we have iron there. I'm going to drop all that sand, aren't I? That's okay, I don't want it there anyway. And let's get rid of this sand. And we'll put in some iron. And we'll put in some sandstone. I reckon I'll do that. But what I might do is make that top row sandstone as well. So let's just chuck, actually I'm going to need that. We'll chuck ourselves some scaffolding up. Now you, my friend, have got sand there. I don't like sand. And of course it went and filled it up with more sand, didn't it? That was just typical. There we go, how's that look? Not too bad. Now let's see what this looks like. If I put, how many is that from the wall? 2. 1, 2. If I put that, oh, that's not bad. Should I put the lanterns one higher? What do you think? I reckon that one. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will go around and extend this pattern around the rest of the room, and I'll be back. Right, I might be going a little bit overboard with the iron, but I have an excess, so I'm going to use it. I kind of like the look. I don't think I can put it there because that'll affect me getting down. That sort of gives it a industrially sort of look, doesn't it? I'll just finish putting it up. I might add a little bit more lighting. Now, I didn't put it on that one, did I? No. Alright, so that's the lights. Oh, I can't have them not equal. Okay, so that one can go there. I'm sorry, but you've got to go. Put one there. One there. Oh, that one's equal. That worked out. Are they equal? No. Put that one there. That one there. And you, my friend, have got to go. And that one has to be there. Don't particularly like that because that's not equal. But there we go. That's good. They light up. Happy days. They don't. So you can go there, and you can go there, and you can go away. And that one can go there. And what's equal here? Whoa, it's not equal. That's not nice. I'm not put you there. And you can go. And you can go there. And you can go, where was it? There. I think that is plenty lit. Right, now we're going to do some decoration. What I've done for decoration is simply some cauldrons, which I'm going to put down and put some plants on. Now, you've got to be very careful when you're doing this when you have villages, because cauldrons are workstations, and your villager could very well decide that they like that workstation, but our villagers upstairs should already be mapped to a workstation. Okay, that should be enough. I might just put one more here. There we go, some nice plants for decoration. And what I got to do now is move these downstairs, but I'm going to need empty inventory to do that because the guys have got lots and lots of stuff in their chests. So I'm just going to empty my inventory as best I can so I can carry as much of the stuff as possible downstairs. Now I might just have to go and put a couple of chests to start with, just so I've got somewhere to put it. And I'll put one set there. One there. And let's start transferring. Now this is mine. Mine isn't anywhere near as bad as the rest of them. Take that, and I'll go downstairs transfer it all in to that chest. There we go. We'll just move Mama's sign to the center. And there we go. We now have our iron storage area. We've now got 3 chests apiece. We got the nasty poppies. And we got our iron. Where'd that come from? There we go. And we got our iron, which will start filling up all of these. So what do you reckon? Functional? Not too ugly. Not stunning, breathtaking, but not too bad if I do say so myself. I've cleared away most of the stuff from up here. I'll just leave this furnace system going that the guys have got. I'll go dump my gear and I'll be back with you in a moment. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. Been quite eventful. Managed to tidy up the look of the area around the TryOn. Moved all the sorting and storage underground and made it a little bit pretty. I don't know if you can see it just down there. If you liked today's video, please give it a like. Chuck me a comment, because I do like reading what you have to say. And you know what? I admit I'm not the greatest redstoner in the world, so if you've got advice for me, let me know. Always look for ways to improve. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, check out the other TryCrafters, and visit my Twitter and Patreon sites if you want to see more of me. But that's all I have time for today, and we'll just say goodbye to the golems as they fall to their impending doom and in storage underneath the ground. But until next time, it's hooroo!